Welcome to this introduction to the New South Wales Reportable Conduct Scheme. The scheme is administered by the Office of the Children's Guardian under the Children's Guardian Act 2019. Throughout this video, we'll just refer to this as the Act. The purpose of the New South Wales Reportable Conduct Scheme is to protect children, and everyone who falls under the scheme has a role to play in achieving this. A broad range of organisations called relevant entities and the people who do certain types of volunteer or paid work for these organisations fall under the New South Wales Reportable Conduct Scheme. On the Reportable Conduct section of our website, we provide a detailed explanation of the types of organisations the Act defines as relevant entities. When we're talking about the people who fall under the Reportable Conduct Scheme, instead of using different titles like volunteer, employee, contractor, clergy, or any other role descriptors, the Act uses the one term of employee to capture them all. The term of employee is given to workers whether or not they receive a wage or payment for their role in the organisation. The Act requires the heads of relevant entities to notify us of reportable allegations or reportable convictions against their employees. In short, a reportable allegation is an allegation that an employee has engaged in conduct that may be reportable conduct. Reportable conduct is conduct towards children under 18 that is categorised in the Act as any of the following: sexual offence, sexual misconduct, ill treatment, neglect, assault, an offence under Section 43B or Section 316A of the Crimes Act 1900, and behaviour that causes significant emotional or psychological harm to a child. Reportable convictions are convictions of an offence involving reportable conduct. The Act provides definitions of these categories of conduct for the purposes of the New South Wales Reportable Conduct Scheme, and we have provided further information in our Identifying Reportable Conduct fact sheet, which is available on our website. Once we've received a notification from a relevant entity about a reportable allegation or conviction, we'll assess the level of oversight we need to give to the relevant entities handling an investigation of the matter until the matter is finalised. The Act also gives us the authority to monitor the systems that relevant entities have in place for preventing, detecting, and dealing with reportable conduct and reportable convictions, and requires us to provide advice and education to relevant entities to assist them in detecting and dealing with reportable conduct and reportable convictions. Every investigation under the Act must have regard to the principles of procedural fairness, and the paramount consideration in decision-making under the Act must be the safety, welfare and well-being of children. Employees should be treated fairly, even when they are the subject of a reportable allegation, and children have the right to be safe in the care of organisations. This is why the New South Wales Reportable Conduct Scheme exists, and everyone who falls under the Reportable Conduct Scheme has an important role to play.